Welcome. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Anytime.
Can I get you anything to drink at all?
Do you have any alcohol?
No, we don't really have any of that here.
Well, there's a lot to unpack here, and can't really do it sober.
Well, I mean, we can always do this another time.
Okay, no, that's fine. I'll
Well,
be right
no, no,
back.
no.
I'll just grab
Please,
something from my
just
trunk.
wait.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Introduce myself.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so my name is John Newnertle, and I am an express lube technician at Chevrolet of, and I'm here today to talk about one of my coworkers, Brant. Brant is an interesting fellow for sure. Uh, I'm still not sure where to begin. It's one more sorry.
Well, how about you talk about first impressions when you first met him?
Yeah, I suppose we could start there. So, when I was first introduced to Brant, he was over in parts talking to one of the other express loop technicians
Mm-hmm.
about who knows what. Probably wasn't doing his job, but I wasn't one to say anything, so I just calmly introduced myself. And he should, you know, he shook my hand, and we started off on a pretty nice note, I suppose. I don't really remember much of what was said that day, but sorry.
Excuse you.
I do remember that I said my name and he said it back to me just to make sure that we remembered each other's names. Of course, I did. But he never really called me by my name. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. At the time, I didn't have my uniform yet, so there was no real way to identify me.
Right, right.
But I did get it a month later, and he still wouldn't call me that. I mean, it's literally like right here on the uniform. He wouldn't really call me by my name. There was also another Jonathan upstairs and another John, but they didn't really call him by his first name. They called him by his last name, and then the other guy who was Jonathan, they called him Jonathan, obviously. But I was never called John. I was called Buddy, Dude, Bud, I guess, for short sometimes. One time when I finally got my uniform, he called me Blondie, because I'm the only blonde person at work.
Hmm.
Uh, I mean, it wasn't hurtful, but by that time I had gotten my uniform, so there should have been no excuse.
Right, right.
So
Understandable.
I suppose that's one of my first complaints. This isn't going to be shown to him, right?
No,
I
not.
can say whatever I want.
Yes. Whatever comes to mind.
Yeah, okay, all right. He's the kind of guy that, he thinks he's so tough, which, I mean, he probably is. I think he's the strongest out of all of us in Express, but, I mean, kind of like, he pushes us around. He acts like a complete,
Like a jerk.
I mean, sorry, it must be the alcohol. I can't think straight right now. Um,
It's all right. Take your time.
he he walks around. He pretends like he owns the place. He really doesn't. I think half the time he doesn't really even know what he's talking about. Sometimes I see him go over to a car, he starts working on it, and then he comes back and he's like, "What was I even doing?" Oh yeah, he talks like that a lot. He's like, "What's up?" He's always mad. I don't know why he's always so mad. Like, I'm not even doing anything towards him, and he's so pissed off.
Hmm.
I don't know what it is. Like, you could be having like an okay day. You come in, Brant's working, and he's swearing up a storm in the corner, trying to fill out the multi-point inspection, and it just ruins your day, man. Like, you feel like you can't even like talk to him. One of my other coworkers said he got hit in the head, or he has like extra fluid in his brain, and that's why he acts this way. But I mean, I'm not gonna ask him about it. What would I say about Brant's work ethics?
Do you need me to repeat the question?
There was that one time, well, the many times that he goes down to parts. He likes to talk to the guy down in parts. He sits there for like, I don't know, 30 minutes while I have to deal with one car, and then he comes back and he's like, oh, hey, yeah, here's the one filter. I'm like, yeah, thanks, buddy. I needed that half an hour ago.
Okay, hang on. Calm down there.
Sorry, yeah. Sorry, I'll try and keep my anger to a minimum.
Thank you.
Well, he does this thing where he, like, comes over to you and pretends like he wants to be in an active conversation. But then he immediately ends it in a rude remark. The other thing that came to mind is one time, I was having a not so good day. I usually don't have good days, but this is a little bit more of a not so good day. I was kind of just beating myself up because I was screwing up stuff, and I went to go put something away. So did Brant, and he slammed the drawer so loud that the service manager thought that I was the one who did it because I was still standing there. Because I'd put my thing away and I was gonna go grab another thing, but he just slammed the drawer. And so I got in trouble for the one thing that he slammed, and it's like, it's out of control. Do you think you can do anything about it?
Well, that's not really something we can intervene with.
Well, you are HR, right?
No.
I'm not talking to HR?
No, you're not.
Who are you people again? I will admit, now that I've worked with him a little bit, I've gotten used to it. In fact, I think there are a few things that I think are kind of funny and, well, just in a quirky way about Brant. He recently got some new safety glasses. We're all supposed to have safety glasses, and we just have some like cheap ones that we have in a drawer, kind of basic looking. But Brant got his own special ones. I don't know if it's because he needs like contact lenses, but he got these different ones that they look like swimming goggles, except they're square. And they make him look like such a nerd, especially with, he has also a gap between his two front teeth, which he likes to whistle a lot. Granted, it's a very special talent. I wish I could do that, but he whistles between his teeth a lot, and so you always see those two buck teeth sticking out with those glasses. He kind of looks like SpongeBob. But I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. Yeah, he does a really good Patrick impression. I kind of can too, but usually he's always like doing the Wumbo bit.
I'm sorry?
You know what the Wumbo bit is?
No.
You know, he see me Wumbo, Wumboing? Wumbo? Wumbology? The study of Wumbo? It's first grade, Squidward. SpongeBob? This is the SpongeBob.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to remain my composure, but oh, that's too good. That's way too good.
See, yeah, no, you think it's funny too, yeah. Yeah, he's done a few other impressions. There was this one time where he had to go down in the pit, and he's never happy to do that. He likes to be upstairs, like me. Him and I are the same way. We don't really like to go down in the pit. And it was at the end of the day, and he was just so mad at the truck that we had to work on. At one point, and I'm up in the engine bay, checking fluid levels and stuff, and I don't know where this comes from, but all of a sudden he just starts doing a Yogi Bear. We hear down from the pit, we just hear, "Hey, Bubba, looks like we've got ourselves a picnic basket." And everyone just burst out laughing. I'm short, right? So I have to stand on a stool just to get like all the stuff in the truck. Because we were working on, I think it was a Silverado at the time. So I was working on the Silverado, and he just does this impression, and I have to take a step off the ladder because I'm about to fall, right? I fall onto my back, just laughing. The guy doing tires is the same thing. He's on the floor rolling. And the service manager wasn't there. He walks in, he's like, "What are you guys doing?" I just couldn't speak. It was so funny. So yeah, I guess if there's any good moments about, being around Brant, there's that. Although he hates that we make fun of him for doing that. But, I mean, I'm not making fun of him. I thought it was funny. I thought he meant to be funny. I don't know. I can't read this guy.
Well, thanks again for joining us tonight.
Yeah. Thanks again for inviting me on this. If you want me to come back and talk about any of my other coworkers, sure, just give me a call. You know, my cell phone, you know, my email. I don't know why you asked me for those. I don't know why you had me sign a consent waiver.
Well, we needed that so we could put this on the air.
Oh, this is going to be on TV?
Yes, that was the intention.
No, I don't think this should go on TV.
Are you sure?
No, I'm serious. You shouldn't put this on TV. Everyone at work is going to see this. My service manager's going to freak out. She's probably going to
Look,
fire him. No,
just calm
don't
down,
do this.
sir.
Wait, hang on,
Please
man.
just
Stop.